What is up, YouTube? I am Cosmic Fro, and today I am back with another Mortal Kombat 1 video for you guys today on the channel. It is a huge day for the Mortal Kombat community as San Diego Comic-Con had their Mortal Kombat panel today, and it showed off exactly what is going to be in year 2. We're getting a new story expansion, we're getting Kombat Pack 2, and we're also getting animalities coming into Mortal Kombat 1. All of these things were things we expected. I think a lot of people weren't really sure about animalities, but it's been confirmed that animalities are making their way into the game. This is just going to be an impressions video, so I'm just going to be giving you guys my impressions of that initial, in particular the Chaos Reigns Mortal Kombat 1 trailer for the story expansion, and just giving my thoughts about the trailer, the Kombat Pack 2, and the animality. Of course, I'm very happy about the animalities and the combat, everything. I'm just happy. I'm just extremely happy. And let's talk about it. So for the story side, I think Titan Havoc is perfect. He gives off the vibes I expected from the Havoc we got in the base Mortal Kombat 1 story that we just didn't get. See, the Havoc in the OG timeline, or what we expect to be, you know, Liu Kang's timeline, that Havoc wasn't Havoc. And I think Titan Havoc is the real sort of, you know, chaos bringer that we were expecting to see in the story. Now, there's a lot of things going on in the trailer that I'll break down in another video, probably tomorrow, but you see Titan Havoc sort of having these stones in his chest, right? Sort of like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet that might make him more powerful. I'm assuming Liu Kang has dealt with other multiversal threats since the conclusion of the base story of Mortal Kombat 1, and so maybe this is a multiversal threat that will threaten, you know, the entirety of Mortal Kombat and bring it back to a condensed and cohesive plot. So that's what I am really hoping for from Havoc. We also got female Sector and Cyrax. I honestly don't really mind. There's a lot of outrage on the internet. I don't care, guys. They look great, right? I think the movesets look like Sector and Cyrax, and I'm super excited to just have them as their own characters back in the game. Obviously, you know, they're not the male counterpart that are, you know, Cyrax and Sector are known to be, but, you know, female Cyrax and Sector, let's see this take, right? It's a different timeline, so let's just see this take on these characters and just let's see how they play, right? We gotta wait till the gameplay, we gotta hold judgment till the gameplay, and so far from what they've shown in the trailer, I'm extremely excited for Sector's gameplay and Cyrax's bomb setup gameplay, right? We got Sector and Cyrax, right? So I'm excited for both of those characters on top of Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot's back. Bihan in particular. It is the Bihan from the base timeline, as we see in the trailer. Havoc is the one to turn him into Noob Saibot this time around. The Titan Havoc is the one to turn Bihan into Noob Saibot. So that's going to be an interesting story development, seeing Bihan versus Kuai Liang and what his attachment to Titan Havoc means for his powers, for going forward, who's going to be Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat. We're going to have to wait and see how the story develops, how this multiversal threat is handled, and what's at stake to really get, you know, a nail on how we're going to see characters like Sub-Zero in the future now that we know this is Bihan from this timeline. For Noob Saibot, personally, I'm not a fan of the green, right? There's like a green sort of chaos element that is in his shadow moves. I'm not a fan, but I would prefer like purple, right? But I guess maybe it'll grow on me, right? I also do dig his new outfit, his Pirates of the Caribbean, and his gameplay looks fun, so I'm really excited for Noob Saibot as well. Now, talking about the Kombat Pack 2 guest characters, those were the three, right? Sector, Cyrax, and then Noob Saibot. We also had 3 guest characters, and the 3 guest characters we're getting, as confirmed by sort of the data mine leak from before, is Ghostface, T-1000 from Terminator 2, and Conan the Barbarian. Now, I have very mixed thoughts about this. I think Ghostface, fantastic choice. I am so excited. I cosplayed Ghostface. I love Scream, right? I just love the character of Ghostface, even though it is, you know, it is cheesy, right? It's one of the more cheesy horror franchises as it's gone on, but I love Scream and what it brings to the table, right? We have to see if it's going to be, you know, the duo killers, or if it's just going to be, you know, one singular moveset for one killer. If you're familiar with Scream, usually in Scream there are 2 Scream killers that are the killers, right? So, you know, you might have like, you know, a duo moveset like Sento with Scream. What I'm really hoping for from Ghostface is just sort of a feral moveset, something that makes him, you know, apart from like other knifed killers, right? He has untrained movements, but he's very brutal. So I am expecting Ghostface to, have that in this game. T1000, fantastic choice. I think T1000, yes, we did just get a Terminator in the last game, but T1000, you can do a lot with this character, and I think more than anything, I'm just excited to run the cop team. You got Striker and you got T1000, right? You can go full cop. You hop on the mic, right? Be a narc and be a cop, right? It's so sick, right? I'm so excited for T1000 coming into the game. And I think it's going to be really cool seeing how that shape-shifting metallic moveset is going to be, right? As he sort of morphs into different ways, has blades that stab the opponent in different ways. I'm really excited for T1000. Conan the Barbarian. I have said this since the moment the leak came out. Why would you pick Conan when Kotal Khan is a character? Now, I understand there's an older audience of MK fans that love Conan the Barbarian. Personally, I am not one of those fans, right? I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I know it's a beloved character for some people, but even for folks from back then, I don't think Conan the Barbarian is one of those characters that's going to be at the top of the list when you think about MK characters, right? Somewhat at NetherRealm, right? It's a 1980s tear. We've had a lot of 1980s characters come into Mortal Kombat games recently, and it's just there's got to be something going on where they want that character, and that's where I think it is, right, guys? I think Kotal is definitely the best choice they could have chosen over Conan. They could have also done a female guest character, right? There are so many opportunities for really cool female guest characters to come into the game. For instance, Celine from Underworld, right? If you're a 2000s Underworld fan, you love this character, right? Celine is a badass character. We also have the Bride from Kill Bill with her katana. I think the Bride is so much cooler than Conan the Barbarian. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's just me being biased, but I think the Bride and Celine and even Buffy the Vampire Slayer for some people, right? I think there's a lot of female guest character choices that you could bring into these games that would be way cooler than Conan if you wanted another guest character, other than bringing another Mortal Kombat character like Kotal. But we got Conan, and it is what it is, right? There's going to be some Conan fans that, might not like what I'm saying here, but, I'm just not a Conan fan, and it's just not for me. So that brought my score down for this combat pack by like 2 ratings. So if I had to rate this combat pack, originally, I would say probably like a 9, right? A 9 out of 10. Pretty solid. I think Ghostface is fantastic. I think T1000 is great. If it wasn't T1000 and it was like Celine from Underworld, and then we got Kotal Khan or something, I think this would have been a 10 out of 10. But that's not what we got. But yeah, guys, that's my impressions of the Combat Pack 2. Now, we also got Animalities coming into the game as well, and they look so good. It's so awesome to see Animalities back in Mortal Kombat. I think so far we've seen Rain as a pufferfish. We know what Scorpion was, right? We saw a gorilla. I'm assuming the gorilla could be Shao Kahn. We got Melina as a praying mantis, and then I think that was Garrus as a hippo. So I'm excited to see all of the takes for all of the characters. I wonder what they're gonna do for Reptile. I think Reptile's already sort of an animal, so how are you gonna do? What's Reptile's animality gonna be? But yeah, guys, that's my impressions of the everything new coming to Mortal Kombat 1 from San Diego Comic-Con. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more base content, and I will be back with another breakdown video for you guys very soon. Peace out.